What's up, Taurus? Welcome to your November reading. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for being with me here today. I really appreciate you. If this reading helps or resonates, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information for that's listed in the description down below, and you can find me on my Instagram and TikTok at Jadestone Tarot. So, with that being said, let's get right into this reading. We have Leist Moon's Daughter, number 38. Okay, that's a very that's a very interesting card. Let me see what else needs to come out for Taurus. Spirit Dancer. Nice. That came out for Capricorn. I just did the reading. If you got any Capricorn placements, definitely give it a listen. We also have Jehubia, which that was in Virgo's reading. So if you got any Virgo placements, you know the drill. Okay, so here's the thing. We have the full moon happening in your sign on the 8th of November. It's an eclipse, so the energy, you're going to be feeling it. It's probably going to be intense. Leist Moon's Daughter, really fitting, really fitting, because, so, Taurus, this is talking about a situation where there's some confusion, or you're feeling a bit puzzled, or there's a lot of like questions that have been yet to be answered. There's a lot of questions and a lot of like possibilities, and you're trying to figure out what the solution is. You're trying to figure out what the answer is. You're trying to get clarity on something, basically. You're trying to get clarity to some sort of riddle, or it seems like there's just like a guessing game, or you're guessing a lot, or you're trying to crack some sort of code, and yet you can't seem to figure it out. There's a lot of illusion, and this can represent trickery. So yeah, and then part of the illusions and part of the confusion is also your own, right? With Jehubia representing your fears, and there's a lot of this energy actually at play. We got Neptune in Pisces right now, creating a lot of like illusions. It's creating aspect with Mars. So there's a lot going on in the stars to add to this energy, and so I just want to let you know that it's fitting with what's going on, and collectively speaking. So we have a lot of fears that are coming up, a lot of triggers coming up, woundings, old beliefs, old mindsets that are being reflected in the situations in our day-to-day lives, and we're left feeling puzzled and confused, and we're having a hard time look, my light just flashed. We're having a hard time figuring out what the truth is, trying to figure out what the reality of a situation is. Is this my intuition? Is this my paranoia? Can I trust this person? Are they shady? Something about this feels off, but maybe I'm just afraid, or maybe I'm just uncomfortable. Maybe it's maybe this, maybe that. There's so many questions, and you're just like, fuck. It's a lot. It's intense energy, okay? We can blame it on the full moon, though. There's a lot of confusion right now, but I just want to let you know that there will be illumination, there will be clarity, and just hang on, okay? This is also like a pretty fun kind of energy. Lighten up a little bit if you can. Invite more fun, more play into your life. Yeah. Try and laugh a little bit. You need some laughter. You need something fun. You need to have more fun in your life, okay? We have Spirit Dancer, and Spirit Dancer is literally about letting loose, breaking away from rules, restrictions, the fears, the everyday obligations. I was like creating the space to have some more fun and doing what you love and enjoying life, even the little things, appreciating the little things in our day-to-day life, right? Because we got shit to do, we got bills to pay. Bills to pay. Why did I said bills to pay? Can I that's embarrassing. Can I speak? That is, oh my god, bro. I'm getting like tongue-tied, y'all. Anyways, whatever. I don't really care. That's the energy of the Spirit Dancer, is like not even giving a fuck, just like staying true to your authentic self, and the right people accept you for who you are and love you for who you are, and the people who want to judge you, they're gonna judge. You'll let them judge anyways. Like, who really gives a fuck? Because at the end of the day, we're on a floating rock. That's what I be saying. That's what I be telling myself. But yeah, this is number 36. We also have number 38. Let me get you some animal cards to go along with this. But yeah, there's like some illusions. Some of them are real. Some of them are just tricks, mind games. Some of it you should be concerned about. Some of it you shouldn't. But it's just trying to figure out like what is actually worthy of you to be concerned about, you know? Like, it's kind of like right now, you don't know what to trust. You don't know what to believe. It's a lot. It's a lot. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus for the month of November. I think you're really needing to just like let go and have trust in yourself, especially when it comes to your intuition and you trusting your intuition, because right now it's kind of, I think that's what we were saying in your last reading, like there was some like doubt you had about your intuition. I think it was something like that, and it's kind of like it's like this struggle that you might be feeling during this month is like struggling with trusting what your gut is saying. Okay, what do we have here? Oyster and the Panther. You're struggling when it comes to opening up. We have the Stingray at the bottom of the deck, a choice, a decision between the old versus the new. And underneath that, we have the Owl, which is about intuition. So it's like you have a choice that you have to make. A choice. I think, yeah, I swear, we said this in your last reading. I feel like we said that. Or maybe not. But you have a decision coming up. And this decision not only is going to impact you, it's going to affect those that are around you, those that are closest, those that you see on the daily or very often. Anyway, so you have a choice coming up. This choice is about the old versus the new. You want to take the path that you're on currently, or do you want to take the new path? Do you want the old person from your past? You want the past person? You want the new person? You know, there's a choice that's coming in where it's like you have two options, and we have the Owl out here, so it's like follow your intuition and follow your gut of what path you feel is best for you. But some of you're doubting yourself. You're doubting, you're scared, there's hesitation, okay? Oh, almost dropped this deck. Jeez. Anyway, so back to the main cards that came out. We have the Oyster, which is water, and then we have the Panther, which is fire, okay? So the Oyster is all about needing to open up, sharing your gifts, your abilities with the world, as well as even opening up to people around you or people that you're connecting with emotionally in your relationships. There might be a bit of a fear when it comes to that. The fear of like, can I trust this person? Can this person be trusted? What if this person's going to screw me over? What if this person's going to judge me? What if this person, underneath that, we have Jehubia, and then we have Arvolart, which is communication. What if this person is lying to me, right? Communication. What if they're lying? What if they're not telling the truth? And underneath that, we have friends. Friends, and also he of the fiery sword. So I want to just make this very clear. I feel you got some real, truthful, honest people around you, friends around you, family. There are some genuine people here who have good intentions. Underneath that, Nellie's the alchemist. Yeah, okay, so I just want to lay this to rest. If you've been like having anxiety about like opening up to people, or like, can they be trusted? Can I let my walls down? Fearful. What if they're lying? What if like they say they love me, but what if they secretly hate me? Oh my God. How our mind can be playing such tricks on us like that, right? Such illusions. Anyways, I just want to bring some peace, some clarity for you. It's like they can be trusted. And a lot of these fears, you may also need to be talking about these fears openly, because if there's some things going on within you that you're struggling with, like let's say that this is in a relationship and you're fearful of something, right? Whatever it is that you're afraid of, you're needing to bring it up, you're needing to talk about it and discuss it with your partner, right? Because they're not mind readers, and that could create issues or tension or problems. So communicate your thoughts and communicate your fears and talk to someone about it. Open up about it. Maybe you're like, oh, but it's so stupid. Like, if I tell them how I feel, if I tell them I'm afraid about this or that, they're going to judge me or think I'm stupid. It's like, no, you know what? If they think you're stupid, do you really think that you should have that person in your life? Like, if you're afraid to open up and discuss these things that are bothering you, and you hold it back because you're afraid that they're going to judge you, or you're afraid that they're not going to support you or be there for you, then that gives a lot of clarity of like the kind of person they actually are. And that's now a question of like yourself that you should be asking is like, do you want to have that in your life? If you feel like you can't even open up or be your authentic self, which Spirit Dancer is all about you stepping into your authenticity and like finding yourself and like loving yourself for who you are unconditionally, right? And having that energy around you in your relationships, having that unconditional energy in your life, right? So if that's the case and you're like, oh, but what if I tell them how I feel and they judge me or they laugh and they think I'm stupid or this or that? And do you really think that you should have that in your life? Just something to think about. just something to think about. Like, just some questions I'm throwing your way. Sorry if it's coming across strong, but it's just what spirits wanted me to pass on. Because some of you're like shutting yourself down, watering yourself down, holding yourself back from actually showing the world the real you, right? What's inside of an oyster? A gorgeous, sparkly little pearl, right? That is you. You are that sparkly little pearl, precious as ever, the most like rarest of hearts, like such a gem, right? One of a kind. And yet there are such fears. It's like you're trying to keep yourself safe and contained because you don't want to be used and abused or have that beautiful pearl tainted, but nothing can taint that. Nothing can taint that. Nothing can taint you. Nothing can take away from that. But like there's such fears, you know, of like opening up to the wrong person or trusting the wrong person or, you know, there's just such fears. But a lot of these fears, I just have to pass on. A lot of these fears that you have, a lot of it is just illusions, beliefs that like are all formed around the ego. The ego is trying to keep you safe, right? Trying to keep you safe, trying to control the situation by you ending up projecting experiences, past situations onto new people, new opportunities, and claiming that, you know, you have control over the situation because you already know how it's going to play out. You already see how it's going to end, so you're going to completely avoid it so that you don't end up in that. But it's like the case is, it's like, it's probably not that way anyways. It's probably completely different because you've obviously learned your lesson, so you're not going to end up in that situation anyways. So this is different. So anyways, now that we have the Panther coming out, you guys, geez, talking so much. Oh my god, we're talking so much. Anyways, the Panther is all about needing to purify, needing to release. There's a lot of cleansing, declutter, and just, you know, there's a lot of built up energy. There's a lot of this tension here. There's a lot that you got to get off your chest. There's a lot that you're needing to let go of. Whew, you're feeling a little feisty. Right? It's a buildup of pressure. I feel like you've been like, there's been this pressure cooker going on and the pressure just raising and raising and raising, and you're going to get ready to burst. Pop. All right? If you don't get this under control. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's pull some tarot messages. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Holy, I talk so much. There's a lot to get in. There's a lot to talk about here. Okay? So if this reading's a little longer, well, it is what it is. All right, so Taurus, let's get into this. Messages for Taurus in the month of November 2022. What's going on for Taurus? Please show me clearly. Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in November 2022. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in November 2022. What's happening? What do my Taurians need to know? Any insight? Four of Pentacles. See? Oh, I want to have control over the situation. Holding back. Fear of things not going the way you plan, the way that you hope for. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? So I need to have ultimate control. I need to see every single step. Let's get it going. Let's pull some more messages. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus for November 2022. Ace of Swords. There's that clarity that we were talking about. Strength, Leo energy, Page of Wands, Nine of Swords. There's good news that's going to be easing a lot of your fears or stress. There's news coming in that, oh, Ace of Cups, beautiful. Relationships. There's news coming in and you're like overthinking it, but then it turns out it wasn't even worth stressing about. Like, Chariot, Cancerian energy, Queen of Swords, Libra energy. Messages for Taurus in November 2022 with the Two of Swords. Okay, and at the bottom, Devil, Three of Swords, Magician, Queen of Wands. You are doing things differently. We have Capricorn energy as well out here. Okay, so you have lots of new energy here. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups, so we got some new brain stuff going on, mental changes, emotional changes here too, right? With Ace of Cups, we got a lot of like mental shift energy, as well as messages and communication, clarity on situations that you were confused about, or that, like where there were illusions, or where you were experiencing a lot of fear, a lot of doubt, or, you know, just lack of clarity in general. You're getting answers to, and you're seeing things much differently in November, okay? You have other relationships that are developing and growing. I feel, though, some of you are withholding how you actually feel, or you're trying this is, I was saying this in Pisces November reading. So maybe if you got any Pisces reading, definitely give it a listen. But in Pisces reading, and I was saying this because they had these two cards come out, or not in this deck, I think it was a different deck, but it doesn't matter, where it's just like you, and I'm saying this because I've done it too, 100%, right? A lot of us have, where we're like, oh my God, like I am so in control of my emotions. I'm a master of my emotions, but actually completely avoiding our feelings, completely detaching from our feelings, trying to distract ourselves, trying to just like avoid completely, like put it in a box and pretend like it never even happened, like ignore, avoid, suppress, right? Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. It's like trying to control your emotions so that you don't feel things so deeply. But then next thing you know, comes in like a hurricane, just like sweeps you off your feet, and you're like, oh shit, I actually don't have control over my feelings. My feelings got control over me. So it's like having control of your emotions is allowing yourself to feel what you need to feel and then letting it go. Not suppressing it, not running away from it, but actually facing it head on. And some of you are like, oh, I got control over my feelings. But actually, is that really the case? I mean, hey, you might. I'm not saying all of you are like that, but there is a bit of this energy of you trying so hard to like control how you feel, or even control how others feel about you, how others perceive you. There is maybe some fears again about like how you're being perceived, or how like about wanting to feel like you belong, wanting to feel like you're accepted, right? Stemming from this fear of like, what if I'm not good enough? Like the oyster really does represent a lot of like fears and insecurities and trying to protect yourself from the what ifs, right? Anyways, so it's all stemming from, we can say it stems from fear, it stems from control. Wow, it's just like a lot. Like I have to take a deep breath every now and then. But yeah, the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups is like you withholding your emotions, or you trying to control your emotions, or like you trying to like keep your feelings in or suppressing them, right? And I think the fact that we have the Ace of Swords that came out next to it is like you're kind of getting clarity. You're like, oh, wait a minute, maybe that's not the right way to go about it. Maybe that's actually creating problems here. Maybe that's actually making things a lot worse. Maybe that's why I'm feeling so anxious, because I'm not like validating myself on like how I feel. I'm just like trying to ignore it or feel ashamed, like, you know. So you're getting clarity on some of these things going on within you. You're also getting clarity about like where you'd like to move towards, what action you need to take. We have the Chariot out here. I think you're getting a lot more confidence within yourself. And you're feeling more accepted too. It's like the more you accept yourself for who you are. 4:44 p.m. by the way, as I look at the time, as I look at the clock, 4:44. As you're learning to really just like appreciate and accept yourself for who you are, removing the judgment, removing the restriction, realizing like, you know what? That's so stupid. Like, why should I water down how I feel or try to withhold my emotions, trying to act all cool and nonchalant, like I don't give a fuck, to make someone appreciate or like me? Because that's not even me. That's like this watered down version of me. So why the hell should I be watering myself down, trying to keep it cool and control myself so that I am accepted? Fuck no. You know, you're realizing like, you know what? The right people will accept me for who I am. And I put a post about this like on my community tab like a couple days ago. Probably a couple. I feel like I've posted a few of those before in the past. Anyway, so it's like you're really getting clarity. Like the right people will be by your side. And this is you know what? This is a similar message I gave for Scorpio. Not the last Scorpio reading I did, but the one before that. So 2 Scorpio readings ago. Scorpio is your counterpart. So maybe go give that a listen just to give like an opposite perspective. Because it was all about just like really staying true to your authentic self. So even though you may not have any Scorpio placements, definitely just give it a listen. If you're resonating with this message, you're really like learning to find that self-validation and appreciation internally instead of like finding it everywhere else and seeking approval, especially like social media these days and like just society pressures. Like as you're really learning to find yourself, you're realizing like if the more truthful and honest I am about who I am as a person, the more I show up and accept myself for who I am, the people in my life, the real people that are supposed to be in my life, will also accept me for me and love me for me regardless. And I won't have to fake it. I won't have to pretend to be something I'm not. Like, you know, it's kind of like that. So if you're resonating with that message, like I said, give that Scorpio reading a listen. It was 2 Scorpio readings ago. It was the first November Scorpio reading I did, I believe. So authenticity is the secret, okay? All right, capiche? And the fact that Spirit Dancer came out, which is all about authenticity. So it's really about you stepping into your authentic self, Taurus. And being confident within it and not doubting yourself or not second guessing yourself or shrinking yourself or none of that. Fuck it, right? Nah. This life we live is so short. Like, literally, tomorrow could be your last day on earth. And the fact that you're like, oh, I live my life for other people to be accepted and appreciated by others. Nah. Nah. Like, you know. So anyways, Queen of Swords and strength coming out. This is you really getting strong within yourself, knowing your worth, knowing your value, and putting your foot down and like just not tolerating crap, okay? I see like there is some energy here, Devil and the 3 of Swords, where you may be dealing with some toxicity in your life or certain relationships where you feel very betrayed or very backstabbed. There's a lot of yuckiness. I think you're also fearful of this happening, fearful of trusting the wrong people. Like, and that's what we were just saying, right? With Jehubia and like the 4 of Pentacles and the Oyster and Panther. Like, we've just talked about this, so I don't really feel like I need to regurgitate and rehash what we just said. It's like this literally is representing your fears of like that happening and you trying to avoid those situations by controlling outcomes or, you know, being very careful of who you give your time, your energy to. But anyways, there's a lot that you're cutting out. There's a lot that you are removing in your life in November. Removing the things that just don't serve you. Again, it ties in with the Panther. You're cutting shit out that just doesn't serve you. And like, there's some sort of good news that's coming in that eases your stress. With the Page of Wands and the 9 of Swords. It's like something that you've been so worried, so stressed, so anxious, so pent up about. And then you got some news coming in and you're like, oh, you can actually ease this to rest. Like, let's take a look into this news. Let's take a look into this Page of Wands for you, okay? Let's see what's this news about. Because there are a few signs that I've noticed in November. It's like there's been like a lot. I think Cancer and Gemini definitely brought up news. Now you have some sort of news coming in, so it's like, okay, is November the month of news? Because it seems like it. Like, I'm all open ears for good news. I've actually been receiving a fucking lot. Not to make this about me, but like, yo, November kind of lit. I'm kind of here for it. Like, I can't complain. It's been pretty. Wait. November just started. What am I talking about? Literally the end of October. Bruh. I guess I'm just manifesting that for November. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting so much good news in November. It's like, bruh, it's literally November 1st. You know, whatever. Energy's fluid. Time isn't even fucking real. So, I'm saying. Anyways, let's look into this Page of Wands. Okay, 3 of Wands. Maybe this is something you've been anticipating. 9 of Swords. Yeah, so there's something like... So... Taurus, there's something like you've been anticipating something, you've been waiting for something, it's been really slow, you made some sort of decision, and then you went through with this action, slow action, figuring out the next steps, thinking far ahead about the future and things, stressing, and then you get some good news. So what is this news? Like, it's not telling me yet. We're gonna find out. Page of Wands for Taurus. In November 2022, what's this news? The Lovers. Could be with a Gemini. Mars is retrograding in Gemini right now. We got the Tower, Scorpio energy, 8 of Cups. Some of you have news that you're moving. Opportunity to move, travel, or you're walking away from something. Oh, 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the Prince of Cups, and the Hierophant. Oh, some of you have a relationship some of you, hold on, I'm picking up a lot. Some of you have a relationship coming in. Some of you who are already in a committed relationship, you could be moving in together, or maybe you've been talking, if you're in a committed relationship, maybe you and your partner have been like talking about moving in, or moving in some sort of thing, like something about moving or traveling, and you've been kind of anticipating or waiting, but not sure if it was going to actually happen. Well, now it is actually happening. I'm seeing that offer being brought in. So I'm like, my ass is getting tired on this chair. It's like not the most comfortable chair. I gotta be real. Got this like blanket on, like cushion, but like I'm like, oh my god, like sorry, I just gotta like shuffle. I've been sitting here for like the past couple hours. Oh, okay. Anyway, so you've been anticipating something, not knowing maybe this is happening, maybe it's not. What if it isn't? What if this? What if that? Oh, so many illusions. I don't really know. I'm like overthinking everything. I'm having doubts. What if they said this, but they don't actually mean it? Like, you know, the whole shebang that we've been saying, right? We have the Lovers in the Tower. So a choice, possible unexpected choice here with the Tower bringing unexpected. So this is unexpected news about some sort of commitment or relationship or choice, okay? And this news that comes in unexpectedly is like an opportunity for you to start fresh, or for you to branch out of your comfort zone, or to do things differently, or like leave your home, or like move. I already said moving, right? I said that like a billion times. Yeah. I think it's safe for you to take this chance. I think you're ready for this. I think you've been waiting on this. You've been anticipating it. I feel like there's excitement here. Yeah, there's some fears, but I also feel like there's a lot of excitement, or there's excitement here. I feel like this is something worth being excited about, not afraid of. Be excited. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, Prince of Cups, the Hierophant, right? So Taurus energy coming out, Venus energy. We also have water out here. Could be connected to the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you have a relationship coming in. 2 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. You have a relationship that's developing, and you're scared shitless because you're like, whoa, this is hitting hard. I see a future. Maybe you're talking about marriage with this person, or things are getting real serious, or like I said, some of you could be moving in together, or you're talking about like long-term plans about the future, and you're like, whoa, like this is getting real. This is actually happening. I'm scared. I'm terrified because I'm vulnerable and I could get hurt. I've been hurt before, and I'm terrified like this could happen again, and I'm in like this vulnerable place. Right? But are you going to let that fear get in the way of you experiencing such beautiful things in life? I don't think so. Part of you wants to your ego is trying to be like, nope. Stay closed off. Stay alone. Stay single forever. And ever. So no one could ever hurt you. But there's that other part of you that's like wanting to just say, fuck it. Like, let's go. Let's live. Let's explore. Let's have fun. Let's be adventurous. Let's take this chance. Let's see where things go. So that's just your own choice. I think you're in the clear. I think, yeah, we go back to all the cards at the bottom of the fairy deck, right? The Jihubia, like the fears. What if they're lying? But the truth is, you're in good hands. Truth is, you're headed down a path that's going to be bringing you such blessings. You just have to be willing to open up and receive and put yourself out there. Because if you stay locked up and closed off, you're going to miss out. You don't want to miss out on this. So just saying. I think you're ready. I think you have the awesome opportunities lined up in your favor. And ultimately, you're the magician. You have control over the situation. You're not going to get betrayed or hurt. You know better now. You went through that. You've learned your lessons that you needed to. And it's time. It's time for you to step out of your comfort zone. It's time for you to take this chance. It's time for you to have fun and be brave and do the things that light up your heart. You know, follow your heart, for fuck's sake. You know? All right. So I'm going to leave your reading here, Taurus. I hope that this was helpful and insightful. There's a lot that we talked about here. So yeah, I'm going to leave your reading here. I hope that this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I am open for personal readings if you'd like to book with me. Information for that's in the description down below. And I'm going to let you go, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!